We spoke already about using an oven for meat and milk product, and we explained exactly where could be the problem. That's as long as you're using the oven inside. But once that wants to use the stove on top, doesn't have to be worried about anything. One can use that same stove where the fire is for milk products and meat products. Open, not a problem, because we're not afraid of anything that could happen over here. Even if sometimes meat drips into the grates of the stove, or milk drips into that, we don't have to worry about it. Why? Because the flame over there burns whatever fell. And even if not, even if it got a little bit dirty, in order for the food actually to penetrate and go into the food that I'm putting next, that needs a lot of liquid over there. Since we don't have liquid over here, we don't have to worry about such a thing. And it's only a chumrah that very, very few poskim will machmir to use two different kind of flames, two kind of stoves, one for meat and one for milk. But l'halacha, we don't have to do such a chumrah. When using the stove, one can put on the same time milk and meat dishes on the same time, one here and one there. Although you might ask, the steam comes up and it gets mixed in. Yeah, that's true. But that steam that it goes up, it evaporates, it goes into the air, doesn't go back into the food. Therefore, even that, the poskim allowed. So those things, those grates, are allowed to be used for meat and milk afterwards, and be used at the same time. You have sometimes a person that wants to use together meat and milk for microwave. That would be the same problem as the oven. Why? Because again, when you're putting over there milk products, so it creates steams, it goes into the oven, inside the walls and outside the walls, and then when you're using milk products, it takes down that steam and goes into the food. Therefore, such a thing would not be allowed. Some people think that if you wait 24 hours, that's sufficient, and then you can use it. That's not true, because we have on the walls itself created steam, and that doesn't get ruined or spoiled after 24 hours. It's only what's inside the walls that gets spoiled after 24 hours, and even that you can't use lechatchila. Even more so, whatever builds up on the walls inside the oven, such a thing would not be allowed to use after 24 hours. So one needs to know, using the stove is okay. Using the microwave, you have to set the same ideas that we did for the oven, either milk or meat, and use it only for that one. And when using it for the other product, has to be covered well. Some poskim wouldn't even allow covering it well, because they're afraid that it's going to pop up in the microwave. It's very common. But one could be lenient if he's really makpid. He makes sure that the milk product or the meat, whatever you designated the microwave for, is completely closed, and it's closed well to the point that it's not going to open up. If it does open up, you have to ask a rabbi, because that could create problems.